Coverage of the Randall Reed and Planet Ford Barefoot U.S. Open is sponsored by Randall Reed and Planet Ford, where our world revolves around you. And by Malibu Boats, breaking new ground, making new rules. The Malibu X format jump has bonus points for tricks preceding the jump. Once the boat gets up to speed, 3 or 4 seconds, the optional tricks in slalom take place. Then the jump. And then, if you're under control, last chance at bonus points, the barefooters have a chance to ride out and perform a last trick. Right, Brett?
Yeah, and there's not only pride up here for grabs, there's $5,000 in cold, hard cash from Malibu Boats. As Jason Lee, he puts the slalom in there as well, a 1-foot weight cross. Bonus points. There's a predetermined trick value for every trick here. These guys are trying to add bonus feet as Lee flies off the ramp. An early extension on the jump. Not a very big jump at all, probably around that 60 or 70 feet mark.
66 feet it scored. 15.5 in tricks, total score 81.5. Keith St. now is on that tower, and you get extra points for coming off that tower.
You get bonus points off the tower, like you said, and also this guy's dangerous. He won a gold medal in the slalom and the tricks and a silver medal in the US Open in jump, so he has the complete package as he cranks out some tricks here. There goes a step to the back, a step to the front. Incredible tricking from the trick skiing background, that kind of stuff.
Interesting contrast in styles, those who push the tricks and those that stick more to the basics.
Yeah, St. just doing a little bit of both here. There's a huge jump for Keith, probably around that 80-foot mark.
Let's check it out. 78 feet, 13.5 trick bonus for a 91.5 total for St. John Kretchman is our next one. And he jumps off the tower for those extra points once again.
You probably won't see as many tricks from John because he is a jump specialist. He's awesome in slalom and tricks, but he's probably a guy who's just going to stick to the jump format. He's good. He's silver medal at the X Games a couple of times. He's awesome in this event, and the one-handed style, I love the way this guy jumps. He's tough.
Actually, a lot of people like to set up, especially for that jump, and not concentrate on the tricks as he goes through the slalom course.
Extra points there, about 2 feet extra for each one of them. Not quite a clean jump for John, a bit squirrely in the air, but he throws the front flip. What a great finish.
A good trick at the end for a total, though, of only 84 points. So Keith St. is our leader still. Next up is Peter Fleck. He helped originate the X Games format. He's a two-time champion there. We talked with him earlier about what it would take to win the money in this format and about John Kretchman.
John's always a tough competitor. He's just coming off of a broken femur, and so you know, I don't know how he's going to be skiing, but I think it's going to take about an 85 to 90 foot jump to win here today, and just have to see how it goes.
It looks like that Fleck is really worried about Kretchman. He jumped well in the US Open. He's got the pressure on him. Fleck's got a huge trick run. Like you said, the two-time X Games champ. This guy knows how to win under this format.
Actually, he went from chump to champ.
The first 2 years at the X Games, he zeroed out. The last 2 years, gold, gold. He's a champion. And a huge jump, full extension off the ramp.
Fleck, they're going to put him at 82 feet. He does a trick before the right-out buoys, 95.5. Peter Fleck takes the lead. One last jumper is Lane Bowers.
Lane hasn't had much success with this format. He's been to 4 X Games. He has come 4th 4 times. He's been the top seed going into the X format 3 times, but maybe this is his day. Things will change as he comes in with a flying toe-up start off the dock. This guy does this better than anyone else in the world. A toe back, toe front, feet to feet. This guy's remarkable, and he wants the victory.
Let's see what he can do off the jump. He's setting up well for a good jump. Hey, ooh, that looks nice. About 82 feet. But his trick score was down, so it's a total of 88 points for Lane Bowers. So Peter Fleck is our leader, but not by much as we take a look at the leaderboard after the first round. Earlier, we talked with Randall Reed, our title sponsor, about his involvement in barefooting.
Yeah, I sponsor this event every year, and I just love to see the world-class skiers out here. And recently just shot a commercial out at Terramera where I'm Randall foots the bill. And I actually forced myself to take a fall at 40 miles an hour, and I can definitely appreciate what these skiers are going for today.
One of Randall's ever tried the Malibu X format jump, because that's where we're going back to right now. It's the final round with Keith St. second in the standings. You see there, his first score, 91.5. He's got to beat Peter Fleck's 95.5, Brent.
The first round, he came off the tower forwards, this time backwards for the extra bonus points. The same tricks again, the step over to the back, the step over to the front. Line 360, trademark trick, the first person in the world to do that trick in competition. He passes up on the slalom boys there. He's more focused on the jump. Oh, huge big squirrel off the ramp. He wasn't square at the bottom.
He lets the handle go. And so that 91.5 has to stand.
He's probably hoping none of these guys go any further and he stays in second position, but there's some tough guys to come. Kretchman, Fleck, Bowers. I wouldn't want to be in second place right now.
Good money available for second place. John Kretchman for his second run.
What a year this guy's had. He's had it tough up in Minnesota in April trying to train before the World Championships. Then that broken femur that he had. He's got to get it all together here. He has to throw out a big one because the other guys are going to come up behind. Toe back, toe front. More tricks this time from Kretchman.
Oh, yes. A lot more tricks.
He goes through those gate boys there.
Sets up nicely for the jump. Great jump. And look at this. He gets the one trick in before the ride-out buoys. What a performance by John Kretchman.
105.5, Art. That's a huge jump, and I think that's going to be really hard to beat. He's thrown it down to Bowers, Lee, and St. On, so that's pretty tough.
Let's take another look.
Have a look at him here. Full extension off the ramp, still a little bit early. Huge jump there for Kretchman, the one-handed style. He stands up in the wake. Look at this, a front flip inside the wake. When I say this guy's tough, I mean it. He's tough.
A first run of 84 and now a 105.5. Incredible. Now, Peter Fleck, that's going to be a hard one to beat.
That's a huge jump there. Kretchman looks pretty satisfied there, but he knows the big boys are to come. Here's Peter Fleck, 2 times X Games champion. The back flyer off the tower, the first time we've seen that today. Pretty tough. You're going towards a jump ramp at 40 miles an hour and you can't even see the thing.
He's trying everything possible because it's almost impossible to jump 88 feet with a trick score of 18 to beat that.
Yeah, Fleck's not really regarded as a big tricker, just a big jumper, so he's going to have to trick pretty hard here. He's going to try and gobble up all these 4 boys here. Around he goes. He needs a huge jump in excess of 80 feet, and it is big. A great jump there from Fleck, and he throws the 360 at the end of the pass.
Yes, 82 feet. And 18 for the trick, and he goes to 100. So he moves into second place behind John Kretchman. 2 more jumpers to go. Jason Lee and Lane Bowers. Jason Lee is going to go off the dock. So obviously, Brett, he wants to concentrate more on that jump.
He's doing the flying top, which is worth about 3 extra feet in the jump event. So he's got his strategy together. He needs good, solid tricks and also a big jump. He's young, inexperienced. He's really got nothing to lose in this jump event because it's not his event. Here he goes, a wake-to-wake flip. The first time we've seen that today. A great trick and a wake and a normal flip.
So the trick score looks like it's going to be big for Jason Lee. But can he successfully get a long jump? That's 71 feet now it's been posted. So it's not the jump he wanted, but look at that trick bonus. 22.5 for a 93.5 total. Next up, Lane Bowers off the easy dock.
Yeah, Lane's also awesome in all 3 events. We never saw him in the slalom today, but he's also pretty tough in tricks and a great jumper. I'm sure Lane doesn't want to finish in 4th place again. He's done it time and time again. He's been renowned not to be so good under pressure, but it looks like he's composed, toe back, toe front. That's his trademark right there.
Previous score was an 88, but he's doing a lot better in the tricks here in the early going.
Stronger tricks, but he leaves the boys alone this time, and he goes for a huge jump, Art. That is a huge jump there. And there goes the front flip. Bowers, he's going to be onto it.
80, 24.5 for a 104.5 totals. Second place. The big day, the big payday is for the Ironman John Kretchman. Brett.
Awesome performance.
Thanks, Brad. It was, again, some great conditions. I really prefer a headwind when I jump. Fortunate that I did have a bit of a headwind. I like it because it keeps the rope tight in the air. This is the first year I really set up the X format course at home, so I was able to practice a bit. And the knee injury set me back a little bit earlier in the year, so I wasn't able to do the X Games, but I'm just happy to come here and have a decent performance. And just want to state that I'm a Christian man and God is my source of strength.
Art Ekman for Brett Sands saying thanks for being with us and enjoying the action from Houston, Texas. So long, everybody.